Good morning, good morning. It is Tuesday, April 1st. It is 8 a.m. and I am at Tesco's. I hate when supermarkets are really busy, so if I ever have to pick stuff up, which is only like fresh things because we get our shop delivered, but if I have to be here in person, I'm here as early as possible to avoid it being filled with people because it stresses me out. So yeah, get here early, get what I need, get home, start my day. I'm even wearing my actual workout clothes so that when I get home I can just put my things away that I've bought and just get straight on my walking pad and do my workout for the day. So yeah, let's head into Tesco and pick up the things that we need. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I thought I would do a proper introduction since I'm pretty sure even that my first clip on here was me going to Tesco to pick up something. So hello, my name is Melanie Steele and I am the author of 3 non-fiction books all about cozy living. I'm currently writing my first fiction book, A Cosy Fantasy. If you didn't already spot the pattern, cozy is my brand and what I do. What I don't do apparently is have a very aesthetic background for my YouTube, but hey ho, this is my office. A little bit about me personally. I am 40 years old and I live in a very cute, quaint village in Buckinghamshire with my husband. I do write full-time as an author, so this is my one and only job. And I absolutely love it. I just love being able to be home and do what I want to do, basically. Obviously, the only downside to working from home and working for yourself is that you are the boss, and sometimes you need to be a little bit more disciplined than you might like in order to get your writing done and meet your deadlines. But I wouldn't change it for the world. I absolutely love being here and doing what I do. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. On today's plan is to do some writing. Yesterday I just finished the first draft of Act 2 Part 2, and today I am moving into Act 3. I have some notes here, but they are pretty much illegible on camera, so I'm not too worried, and also they wouldn't really make a lot of sense without any context. So yeah, we are going to be diving into the first draft of Act 3. I still have a few scenes that I need to outline for this. I'll be honest, as you can kind of see, I know where it's starting, I know it's going in the middle, and I know the end, but there's a lot here that I don't quite know yet, and I need to figure out. I like to use the little index cards for outlining my scenes and kind of going through and saying what is happening here, what is the conflict, what is the goal, what is the outcome, so I know that the scene has purpose. It's not just a very nice descriptive 1,000 words or so, that is actually moving the story along, and that the character is kind of continually growing, and that it serves purpose, because meandering chapters, nobody likes to read those. It needs to be going somewhere or doing something for sure. So yeah, working on Act 3. I'll probably draft out just the one scene today. I tend to work on doing between 3 and 5 scenes a week, with each scene being about 1,500 words. So I kind of work on 1 act per month basically. Well, for my first draft anyway, because this is my first fiction book, I am conscious about taking a little more time than I plan to once I release the sequels to this book. I wanted to use this time to basically collect lots of data about how quickly I do or don't write, the kind of conditions that I write best under, so that I can use all of that to formulate a plan to write books 2, 3, and 4, which is what I currently have planned for this series, more quickly, so that people are not waiting, say, a year or more for the sequels. So yeah, essentially taking my time with book number 1 so that I can get the rest of the series out more quickly, because unless you are trad pubbed, a book once a year or less is generally not a way to make a living as an indie author. There is an expectation that you will put several books out a year. There are people that put out a book a month. I mean, even with me doing this full time, I could just not ever physically write and edit and everything a book a month. It's just that is not happening. I have total respect for anyone that can do that. It's amazing, power to you, but that is absolutely not me. I want to make sure that the work I'm putting out is what I am most happy with, and I definitely need a few more months than that to put out my best work personally. So yeah, we're going to dive into Act 3 and see where it takes us. But first of all, I need to get in my 30 minutes on my walking pad. So yeah, let's go. Love this cup. Love this cup. If you're not familiar with Sanrio, it is my Kuromi. It was from Primark. This was actually a small reward that I got for myself when I completed Act 1, Part 1. Cute way to stay hydrated. Okay, so it is 10:30-ish. I have just showered after doing my 30 minutes on the treadmill. I was doing 30 minutes at 6 kilometers per hour, so yeah, pretty warm and sweaty. TMI for sure. But yeah, so I am now here almost ready to write. I just synced my Bella Beat to my phone just to see what my steps and my active minutes are. So basically, probably not super familiar with this. Bella Beat is like a Fitbit or an Apple Watch, but it does not have the electronic screen on purpose. I don't like how they look. I really don't. I'm not into this whole wearable tech that, you know, looks like tech. And what I prefer about the Bella Beat is that it looks like jewelry or a bracelet, and also affords you privacy, so you can look at your own stats and whatnot on your own time via the app. You can also like get a subscription to get workouts and stuff, but I personally don't bother with that. I just think it looks so much nicer than those other kind of standard trackers. If I can figure it out, I will put in a screenshot here of my steps and my statistics for the day. If not, well, I'll try and maybe put a caption here instead. So yeah, I'm gonna go get some more water for here, and then I'm gonna dive into the first scene of Act 3. And oh my goodness, what a scene. Obviously Act 2 Part 2 is kind of like a climactic point in any story, and I am so excited to get going with this scene. So yeah, gonna get into it. Welcome to my kitchen. It is now about 1:30. I just had lunch and I watched an episode of Private Practice on Disney Plus. I don't think I ever watched it first time around. I think it's 2007 that it came out. I do love a good medical drama, my favourite being House. I mean, how can you not love Hugh Laurie? He is amazing and amazingly talented. Fun fact, when I was doing a semester abroad in the States, we were talking about Hugh Laurie because House was very much on network TV at that point. And there were several Americans who did not believe me that Hugh Laurie is a British actor because his accent in that is just impeccable. And yeah, we had to go to IMDb and, you know, verify that he is in fact British, born in London, and to show them clips of other things that he'd done like here in the UK. But yeah, it was a whole thing. But yeah, don't think I watched it first time around. It is a medical drama, but it feels kind of like a soap as well. Yeah, these people, they can feel sometimes like a bunch of college kids that just happen to practice medicine. Like the maturity level at times is pretty shocking. I'm not sure I would want to be their patient, but it is fun viewing, and you know, you can just switch off, relax, watch it, you know. So anyway, the whole reason we are in my kitchen is because I need to work on my sourdough starter. Hold on, I will just grab it. There we go. There she is. I know people name their sourdough starters, but I have not gotten to that stage yet. I've been feeding this for about 3 days, and it's currently quite warm here by UK standards, so it's coming along quite well. Like if I look here, it's pretty bubbly. I won't show it to you for fear that I drop the whole thing, but yeah, I'm gonna just feed it now and try and keep it alive for baking sourdough probably later in the week. So yeah, let's feed the sourdough. Good morning. Hello. It is Wednesday, the 2nd of April. It's about 10 to 10 in the morning. And as you saw from the previous clip, I have done my workout for the day. I am showered, hair washed, if you couldn't tell. And I am getting ready to go for the day. Today's workout was especially tough. I'm doing a 90-day bar program with a lady who goes by Action Jacqueline on YouTube. Obviously that is not her legal name. And she has a whole app and program, and it's been so good. I worked my way through the first phase of this program, which is called Gentle. It was not gentle, guys. It was not. I mean, maybe if you're someone who has a good base level of fitness, but for me, someone who has been exercise averse for decades, it was a lot. But what I was really happy with was that at the beginning of this program, I took a photo, I got my husband to take a photo of me doing an arabesque, which is sort of leaning forward with your leg up as high as you can get it. Mine was like this much off the floor, like my flexibility non-existent. And I stuck with it. It took me longer. It took me maybe 6 weeks to go through because I kind of alternate that with doing the walking pad for cardio. And when I finished, I took another photo and my leg was so much higher. Like, I was amazed because I'd worked at it and worked at it. I was like, I don't really know if this is doing anything. Like, maybe I feel stronger, maybe I'm just imagining it. But actually having that concrete evidence that it was, you know, actually working for me really spurred me on. So I moved into the second phase of the 90-day program, which is called Define. And it is kicking my butt. It is so much harder. Like, if Define was, say, 1, if Gentle was 1, Define is like 50. It's so much harder. I can't keep up with all of it. Sometimes I have to just really modify the moves in order to do something. My rule is, as long as I keep moving, even if it's not exactly what Jacqueline is doing on screen, that's okay. It's more important to me that I keep moving, I keep the momentum, and that if I keep doing that, one day I will get to the stage where I can follow through and it's less difficult to do that. So yeah, I am making my way through. I've completed week 1 of Define last Friday, and I was starting on week 2 today because I did treadmill yesterday. So yeah, that is how that is going. So now I've done all that, I'm showered, I can actually get on with everything I want to do for the day. I've got my planner here, which is the HB90 planner from Sarah Cannon. And what I put down today is obviously my workout, which I've done. I need to do some writing sprints, work on the next scene for Act 3, and just some very non-exciting chores for the day, because the joy of being home is that, you know, gotta take care of it. I need to do all my chores and fun stuff and adulting. Because I will be writing shortly, I just need to go do a few things downstairs and finish off my coffee. I've also got my Kuromi cup filled with some squash so that I'm not solely existing off coffee, because it's no good for you. You need to stay hydrated. So I will check in with you guys in the next clip. So it is about 1:30 in the afternoon. I am officially done with my writing for the day. Had lunch. I was watching a documentary that I just showed you before. Wow, that was that was a wild tale. I think I remember this case being on the news back, I think it was like 2021 that it happened, that they kind of escaped the jail. But man, that was pretty crazy. Like, just the fact that she was like in such a position of power. She wasn't just, you know, an ordinary corrections officer. Like, she was in a position of power and she still followed through and did that. Just crazy. But anyhow, I just came on here to finish the blog because I have been keeping an eye on the time on my editing software, and it's getting kind of long. So yeah, I'm going to end it here for today, and I'll probably start doing some more clips tomorrow. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. It would mean so much to me if you would subscribe to my channel, and if you could leave me a comment down below, maybe with some ideas for things that you'd like to see in the future, because I would also like to do some sort of more talk to camera videos, maybe how-tos, like about my writing journey, or how I edit, how I get ideas, things like that. So if there's anything that you would like to see from me, just drop it in the comments down below. And yeah, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.